Welcome, everybody, to something brand new and historic. The 12-team college football playoff is here. And an exciting new wrinkle, these first-round games are on campus in front of hyped-up and partisan crowds. Two teams battling for the right to move on to the quarterfinals. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 10 seed in this playoff, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
And the Cyclones will line up on 1st and 10. Now here's the toss play. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Scanning the field, it's Becht. Caught in the flat by the running back. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver. The Cyclones will bring their punt team on the field now. Oh, and he shanked it. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Now it's second down here. And he drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the grab, finding some room at the 25. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Back to throw. It's Sanders. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Defense looking for back-to-back sacks. Third down now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Lets it go. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. Keeping it on the ground here. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Well, this is the chance you take throwing the football in these conditions. I don't know if the quarterback ever had a real good grip on the ball in the snow, puts it up in the air, and the defense is able to come up with a pick.
Here comes a handoff. A change of direction. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The Buffaloes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the same runner's got it again. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. And the Buffaloes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. No gain there. Ball will be spotted at the 2 again.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. It's Sanders. He's moving out of the pocket now. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Inside give now from the shotgun. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense walk through the blocks, and they stop him short of the 1st down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quarterback looking to scramble. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st period of play. And the Cyclones will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Running back has it on a screen now. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
2nd down after that completion. There's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield. 2nd
down, we're going to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Looking for the wideout. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Oh, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
The offensive coordinator bringing in some more blockers on the field. It's the full house. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap and turns around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, but where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Scanning the field. It's Sanders. Running back grabs it on a screen. In the clear at the 25. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screenplay. It's a solid gain for a 1st down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. But boy, he gave him a chance.
The offense will go for it on this 4th down near midfield. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. The 1st down pickup tackled at the 45.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First down sack, pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with a receiver here. Quick throw to his receiver. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. It's a draw play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense that's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Check out this decision. They're going to go for it on 4th and very long. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Boy, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it. And instead, they give up a 1st down. This could cost them.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. He bought some time. Now lets it go. This time a completion. And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Couldn't quite get there.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And the Buffaloes looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here with the final seconds of the 1st half, backed up near their own end zone. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Play action here on 1st down. Looking to make a big play downfield. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they catch him? Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play of this 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick it off to begin the 2nd half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Already a 2-possession lead here. Let's see if they continue to call it aggressively and try to put this defense in a bigger hole.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Dropping back, it's Sanders. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Almost intercepted again. This defense flying around today. Almost had a 4th pick.
Chris, I just wonder how many times can this defense keep making plays to keep this team in this football game. They're just not getting a lot of help from their own offense. A nice job again stepping up on this 3rd down. Interesting call here on 4th down to see if they'll get a chance to make another play to give their own offense good field position.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very 1st play of the last possession. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And bulldozing his way through. He stopped him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Once they lose the ball to the 45, it'll be first down. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He'll hand it off. He's found some room at the 45. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
To throw, it's Sanders. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stopped it, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 20. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
After the loss on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Lost the spin move. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw. It's Sanders. It's a quick grab. They bring him down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here's the target, and it's complete. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 10. Touchdown, Cyclones. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on fourth down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Now they get set to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's third down.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion, probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Colorado. It was a foot race, and he won it. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Great cut, they whiff on him. And the sophomore brought down after an excellent run.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Using his legs, it's Hansen. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Well, this defense understands the magnitude of this drive right here. That's back-to-back plays they've stepped up and done a great job. Now it's 3rd down. Can they apply some more pressure to try to get this offense off the field?
And it's the tight end trying to power for the first down. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. The Cyclones pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage in the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Crucial play for both offense and defense. We'll see what we get here on 3rd and 4. Here's the handoff. Just trucks the man. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
And the Cyclones line up on 1st and 10 now. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Toss play to the outside. Finding some room at the 25. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Using his legs, it's Hansen. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on third down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on third and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here, fourth down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And that one is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 3-point lead.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal in 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They stop him, but it's a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The game makes it second and medium. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And now a chance to take the lead with a touchdown here. It's first and goal. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, they're just not successful here on second and goal, but let's give a lot of credit to this defense. They've looked good on these first 2 opportunities by the offense. They strung that last play out and forced a loss of yardage, bringing up third down.
And the defense brings him down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And And that ties the game. We could be headed for overtime. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found a lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. How will they play this? They've got some work to do to get into field goal range, but how aggressive will this play calling be? He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Trying to create here on the move. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. 1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. And now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. 1st and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. He'll hand it off. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. So now on comes the field goal unit. And now with the snow falling, a tricky field goal try for the win. It's good! This playoff run continues with a kick for the ages. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.